Rain, make it rain, girl, make it. Did you have the same cup? What if it's just me?
Alright, y'all. I was gonna go to like one of my usual cafes, but I just feel like trying something new. So we're gonna try out a new cafe today. I really hope the lighting is good because I realize the lighting really plays a role in my productivity. Like, I need the sun. You know, like, I'm not per se a plant, but we are photosynthetic. You know, you need the sun to create vitamin D. Okay, so technically we're photosynthetic. As we've arrived, it's time to check out this cafe for real. It looks cute from the outside. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Alright. So we got a hazelnut white mocha latte. And we're about to dive into AIG4. Oh my god, the lighting looks bad. I don't know how to fix that. Okay, either way. We're working on AIG4. AIG4 is about cranial nerves 7 through 12. We're on number 9, glossopharyngeal. So let's see where we're at by the end of like an hour. I'll check back in with you guys.
This is your hot meal.
Thank you. Oh my god, this looks so good.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Oh my god, do y'all see this? Absolutely, absolutely. Wait a second.
No, I'm working, so I work at first. So I'm going to text them
You can see why I'm so stressed because this is essentially all of the cranial nerves right here, these little projections at the side, and I have to know one of them and know where they go and what they do. So yeah, lock in guys, lock in.
Yes, you can.
The most wonderful words I've seen in hours. So, I think the most difficult part of what I wanted to get done today is done. But I do know that I need to go back and re-review because, you know, Sky Daddy really made us in a very special way. Amen for that. However, he got a little creative with the organization. Like, these nerves kind of go everywhere and they do a little bit of everything. Well, not all of them, some of them. So the ones that do a little bit of everything are kind of tripping me up. So I think I'm gonna need a whiteboard and like have to draw out the projections. And that brings me a lot of anxiety because I'm like,
Why?
But our next chapter is about the circulation, the blood circulation in the brain, which I don't think will be too bad. Because really, you got two main arteries. You have the circle of Willis, and then you have the veins, and the veins I don't feel like are as complex as the arteries. So that's my current focus. After this, I don't think I'll be able to get as much done as I would like to. I know I can't do no more Anki cards because it takes too much time. So I kind of just have to skim through the information, get a first pass, see where we're at. So I'll keep you guys updated. But I had to go take a little enrichment walk because I'm feeling the anxiety. I'm feeling the anxiety. But all right, talk to y'all later. Y'all, this is hard. Would y'all believe that I dropped the glass and broke it? Y'all, why I can't just blend in? Why I gotta do stuff like that? You feel me? Like, oh my god. Alright, y'all, so I feel like I put in at least 3.5 to 4 hours of studying. It's currently 12:30. I'm about to go and walk Nico. That's one of my little side gigs. I want to
solo, no mojo. I bounce back, no pogo.
Go to anatomy lab.
No homo, new
I really don't like being in anatomy lab.
Money on my juggler, natural hustler. Think I need a smuggler up.
I just don't like it. It smells weird. So I'm debating on doing that because my friend said they would be there from 1:30 to 3:30. I don't know. I'm one of those people. I don't really like having a stacked day. I don't like having a day where I have to run from one thing and run to the next thing and do this and do that. Like, that's just not me. I'll be so honest. I'm more so like, here's this big thing that needs to be done today, and like I like that being my focus for the day. Period. I don't know. I don't know. I actually don't even know where I'm at. I am I have to be so frank, like anatomy has been really difficult for me throughout all of med school because I feel pretty confident in my knowledge and I feel like I know it, but then on the exam it just doesn't translate well for me, which is honestly like painful to admit because when I took anatomy and physiology in undergrad, like I think the first time I took it I got a B+, and the second time I took it I got an A. And so I'm like, what is happening? Like, why am I not able to grasp? Let me just turn, honestly, I don't feel like waiting. Why am I not able to grasp, you know, this information at this level? Like, I'm not understanding. And I was talking with my advisor and I was just like, I think I don't like how it's taught. Our first pass of anatomy material is from a PowerPoint. And our second pass, I guess, would be like anatomy lab. And then we initiate the third, fourth, sixth, etc. passes afterwards. However, I think because that there's a lack of combination of anatomy with physiology from, I don't know, I personally like a lecture. I would like you to talk to me about things and explain things, and I think because there's a lack of the lecture portion, I'm just not doing well with getting the concepts that I need to and applying them on the exam. And it's kind of frustrating. I can't lie, it really takes a blow to my academic confidence in regards to anatomy, which is like kind of sad and honestly emotional. Like, it makes me emotional. Because, you know, in these sections, like when you start moving into higher education, you're supposed to be academically exceptional. Like, you should be able to handle academic challenges and you should be able to navigate around the shortcomings of, you know, your curriculum. However, that's very difficult for me because I'm like, what the hell am I paying for? Oh, either way, I think that's like not the best attitude to have about it. I'm working on it. Where am I? Oh, let me shut up and stop yapping. I'm just stress yapping. Oh my God. I'm over here just stress yapping. I should stress yap about the things that I learned. The innervation for your tongue is actually crazy, okay? Like, you have, I believe your tongue receives innervation from 3 different cranial nerves. So glossopharyngeal, your vagus nerve, as well as your hypoglossal nerves. So that's 9, 10, and 12. It has like those contributions. I believe you also get contributions from the facial nerve, which is 7. So like your tongue is such a complex, like literally the muscles of your tongue, your pharynx and your larynx are so complexly innervated, it's kind of crazy. And I do find it really interesting because it's like thinking about people who present with a stroke based on the difference of movement of the tongue, the sensations that they can experience, where they can taste on the tongue can tell you what cranial nerve has been damaged, and therefore can tell you what region of the brain has experienced an infarct. And I think that's just so cool. Like, I really like that aspect of it. However, it is difficult to memorize, I will say that. Your main contributors to the circulation in the brain is your internal carotid artery, and that comes up into the circle of Willis and immediately branches off and gives you the middle cerebral arteries. And then another major contributor is the basilar artery, which is a combination of which is a combination of your vertebral artery. So your vertebral arteries come up your spine, they combine, they make the basilar artery. The basilar artery goes up and contributes to the posterior of the circle of Willis. And it goes up, it connects, and you get your posterior cerebral arteries. And then it connects and it creates like the posterior communicating arteries, which connect to the part where the internal carotid comes in, and then you get your middle cerebral arteries, and then that continues forward as your anterior cerebral arteries. And the anterior cerebral arteries are connected via, is it the anterior? No, I think it's the anterior communicating artery. So that's your circle. And what's wonderful about the circle, you know, what's so amazing about the body is your body does try to prepare for when things go afoot. And essentially the reason why it's a circle of Willis and why there are so many different contributions to the circle of Willis is if you get a stroke, your body can still find a way to get blood to the rest of your brain. However, the body is not perfect, and oftentimes like people will have like a smaller communicating artery on one side than the other, whether it be posterior or anterior communicating, and that can be a problem. You know, that would make somebody more susceptible to like stroke risk. So make sure you're checking in with your primary care physicians, checking in about if you have any like atherosclerosis, which is secondary to hypertension, or if you're having like high cholesterol. Make sure you're checking in, because literally the blood leaves your heart, it goes up a vein up here and it's going straight to your brain. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, guys, like me, myself, and I included. Just make sure you're taking care of yourselves, because when you understand the anatomy and the structures, and keep in mind, I don't understand that well, but when you understand the anatomy and the structures, you begin to realize like how susceptible you are to disease as a human. Like, I can't even cap. Every time I learn something else about the body, I'm literally terrified, because I'm like, oh my God, another thing to kill me. It's crazy. And then the last AIG, which I went through, which I believe was AIG 6, was about the triangles of the neck. You have a couple triangles. you really have 7 triangles. 3 of them are apparent on both sides. And those triangles contain some pretty complex structures that I really don't know that well, because that AIG, I can't lie, it was stressing me out. I just wanted to get through it. But you got mad neck muscles. You have a lot of neck spaces, and the reason why spaces are important is because those spaces are areas where, like, for example, blood will pool, or, you know, infections can travel to areas we don't want them to travel to, or even cancer can use those spaces as, you know, ways to travel to different areas of your body. Don't know much about the neck triangles, but I'll see if I can update y'all on that. But I've been yapping for over 10 minutes, so I'm gonna be quiet now. Bye, guys.